Well, hello everybody and welcome. Thanks for sharing your valuable time with us here this evening. My name's Andrew Twelftree and today I'm going to share something that's pretty close to my heart. It's actually helped me escape my situation and it's giving so many others a way out as well. So what are we going to do? We're going to talk about how you can start creating the lifestyle of a professional investor while earning the now money we all need. Now I'm guessing this isn't your first information call on how to start getting some freedoms in your life. Now, the first thing I'd like to mention, if you've struggled or failed to generate any lasting income, it's not your fault. The information you're required to do it is not taught in our education systems around the world. In my view, that is completely deliberate, but that's a whole other story. So unless you went on and studied at university or had wealthy parents, how are you supposed to know? Personally, I wish I knew then what I know now, and I'm sure you'll feel the same. So let's put a couple of fears to rest. You can do this, you just need the right information and the right people to explain it, okay? Now, the system, as we call it, it's on full display at the moment with the lockdowns and the control and all that stuff going on. News, TV, school, movie, parents, banks, governments, everything and everyone is out there to make you go to school, get a good job, work hard for 40 to 50 years, and you'll have a great life. Now, who knows that that system is broken, okay? What does it really get you? I know for myself, I went to university and did engineering. I started out life with a crippling debt in student loans, or it was called higher education tax in Australia. And during my career, I had no time, no freedom. I was living paycheck to paycheck and heading towards retirement at 70 if I was lucky, with failing health probably due to years of stressful time in the workforce. Who can relate to that? Now, if you've ever thought that the banks and governments actually want you to fail, you're probably right. They don't benefit from you succeeding. They want to keep you in debt and in need. What do you think all these lockdowns are over? All right, they want everyone in the welfare line because it's easier. Now, the difference with us is we actually care about your success and truly want to see you living the life of your dreams. So the goal for my call today is to help two types of people. For those who've been working for 20 years or more that are not in the position to retire financially free, and for those just starting out, you'll learn how to avoid years of stress and struggle in the workforce. How are we going to do that? We're going to share with you our mission, our movement, all right? The new economic evolution of the world and how it can help you avoid all those years of pain and suffering, all right? Now, we've got a few new launches and some really exciting news coming up later in the presentation, so make sure you stick around to the end to get all of the information. But first, we do need to do a compliance or a disclaimer. You or the Academy of a Private Investor are not registered brokers or advisors. Consider information offered as recommendation or personal advice. All business opportunities come with risks, so please be responsible for your own results. Figures offered are for illustrative purposes only. We do not offer financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and seek confirmation from a licensed accountant or a financial advisor for compliance in your country. But that process down the bottom has become a whole lot easier because we are now SEC verified. How cool is that? So who am I? My name's Andrew Twelftree. I'm a president within the EVORICH partner program. I'm on the Ambassadors Council with 30 other members. I'm an international speaker. That's me on stage there in India. I'm a private investor both inside and outside of this platform. I'm a full-time online marketer and networker, but I never used to be, guys. I used to be a civil engineer working on hot, dusty construction sites in Australia, 10 to 12 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. My alarm would scream at me at 5:30 in the morning. I'd have to slam it for 9 minutes, then roll out of bed, through the shower, toast coffee on, get dressed, toast coffee, out the door, all in 19 minutes flat, right? Or I'd be late. It was an hour and 11-minute commute and probably an hour and a half or more on the way home. So I pretty quickly learnt to resent the time I was spending at work instead of home with the family, where I should have really been. It felt like my boss owned me, okay? It's a bit different these days. I'm an Australian, obviously. I'm living in the Philippines because I can, and I love it here. I'm a cryptocurrency enthusiast and a global investment portfolio co-owner. This is one of the things we're going to talk to you about later in the presentation. Now, guys, it's been a pretty wild run. Apart from the last few months in lockdown, we've traveled the world. All right, we've been to Belarus a couple of times, Malaysia, India, London, Australia, and the Philippines, obviously. But mate, it wasn't always the case. Less than 2 years ago, my life had spiraled out of control to a point where I was 49 years of age. I had nowhere to stay. I had a temporary fallout with the family. All right, that's all fixed now. But I had $50 to my name and nowhere to stay. So I asked a mate of mine if I could camp in his construction yard for a bit until I could get home. All right, that's where I used to get the internet. It's the only place by sitting my laptop on the bin there and sitting on an upturned office. I sat there for many hours a day building this or starve was where I got to. So it's pretty humbling to admit that that's where I was less than 2 years ago. And today, totally financially free. So if I can turn that around, so can you, okay? So moving on, let's have a look at what we've got. All right, we started out as the Academy of a Private Investor nearly 10 years ago. We've evolved a couple of times and we're actually going through a brand change right now to become EVORICH, Evolution to Riches. It's really cool. So back in 2014, we struck a deal with an innovative transport technology. Now, what we did is we sold our financial literacy education. We sent half the revenue to the transport company to help develop its technology. And in return, we got a bonus of equity ownership in that company. How cool is that? Now, that project is now complete. We are on our second project, which is the crypto unit program. Now, that is, okay, a private club that's within the Academy of a Private Investor. Okay, there is a membership fee. It's $10. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, now what we have here is a securitized token, which is SEC regulated, wrapped around a global investment portfolio. So if you own some of these tokens, you are part owners in the global investment portfolio, and we will dive into that in a moment. Coincidentally enough, when you participate in the education, you get a bonus of equity ownership, or you get bonus tokens. How cool is that? Now, we are the largest holders of the transport technology outside of the owners, and we get an ongoing passive income just for holding these tokens. How cool is that? So let's dive into it a bit deeper. Now, UGPay Group is our umbrella company. It's registered in Switzerland, right? It has the SEC regulation within it. You can go to our site, ugpay.group, and look at the form on the site. I think the next slide shows that. But this allows us to not, like, because we've got many different opportunities and investments, normally only companies and institutional investors get a look in. We get a chance to get in on the action as private people now because of the way we've set this system up. Now, we've got many different investments. We'll work through them. We've got securities, real estate, precious metals, gold, and different company shares. Now, what traditionally happens is the profit from that is shared between companies and institutional investors. But guess what? We get to share in the profits as well because of this system. How cool is that? Now, this is our site, ugpay.group. As you can see, you can go in the SEC button and look at all the submitted forms and everything in there. You can drive really deep in there. And while you're there, there is a white paper that explains our system and everything involved, all right? So inside or underneath the umbrella of the UGPay Group, we've got our crypto unit program. It launched on the 31st of March last year, and it started out with $12 million. Now, a bit of a story or history behind that. When we started the transport technology project back in 2014, Andre knew that we would need a project to promote moving forward because he knew the transport project would finally complete. He started an investment portfolio with $26,000, applied the strategies we teach in the Academy of a Private Investor, and over the following 5 years, built that $26,000 up to $12 million. Now that's what we launched our crypto unit program with. Now along the way, we have raised more funds and invested a further $62 million, and basically built that up to the valuation. Now this valuation was about 2 months ago. I need to change this slide. It was valued at $477 million, up from 12 million. But here's the really exciting news. Because of some of our investments are coming to fruition right now, and we'll talk about a couple of them later in the presentation, our valuation is now at $15 billion, all right, and growing fast, and we'll explain how very shortly. Exciting stuff. Now, our crypto unit program has its own site. We have our own blockchain. You can click on that button up the top there and look at it working. It is fast, and there will be many people coming to us to be involved in our blockchain. And there's another document there called tokenomics that will explain our different tokens and coins fully. So if you want more information, there it is. Okay, and that site is cryptounit.cc. Now, let's talk about the new economic evolution of the world and how it can help you climb out of any situation you're in. I mean, initially you can start, covering your credit card payments or paying your credit cards off, start covering mortgage payments, start getting some freedoms in your life, all right? Very exciting. Now, the basis behind it is there are 3 pillars, like 3 legs on a stool. The first is education. Now, we won't go on too much about it, but the indoctrination system or education system existing is designed to keep us down, all right? They want you to go and get a job, work for 40 to 50 years, and then retire on an income that you can't live on already, or less than an income that you can't live on already. They give you a few holidays a year if you're lucky, and you're going to have limited assets because, guys, it's a limited income, all right? On the other side of the fence, our system fast tracks your mindset to the wealth creation model, all right? It helps you develop business and investments where you get people and money working for you instead of you being a slave to the system. What's on offer is unlimited, uncapped passive income and financial freedom. Now, when people hear financial freedom, they have visions of mansions, Lamborghinis, 50-foot yachts and private jets. It's really not. If you can learn how to generate enough passive income to cover your costs existing, are you not financially free? Could you then work on business and investing to help work on lifestyle after that? I suggest you absolutely can, because I know I did it. Freedom and choices are a lot closer than you think, guys. Right now, that will become more important as time goes by, but the co-ownership component of our new economic evolution of the world is what gets people excited initially. The importance of the education will become more apparent as time goes by. So let's dive into the co-ownership component. At this point, I'd like to introduce you to Andre Harato. He is our CEO and he's a brilliant man. I've had the opportunity to meet Andre many times around the world, and all the stories are true, okay? He is a professional investor. He is a self-made multi-millionaire. He's the creator of the Academy of a Private Investor back 10 years ago. He's also the founder of the Innovative Transport Project back in 2014, and the Crypto Unit Program, and the brainchild behind our mantra, our mission, the new economic evolution of the world. And he's a highly sought after finance and investments business coach. All right. So let's have a look at our portfolio. It is diversified into 20 different investment instruments. We'll run through these very quickly and we'll dive into them deeper later. We've got real estate. We've got a whole bunch of transport shares. We've got gold mines. We've got 4 already and we are negotiating further. We trade in gold. We've got investments in mini stock markets around the world, USA, Russia, Australia, India, and we are looking at more. UGPay is our online banking system that's about to launch. We've got holding firms with brokerage firms and stock houses all around the world. We are in the movie industry as well. We have cash investments and reserves, and we've got another technology called Basalt Technology. Really exciting. We'll expand on that in a moment. We've got restaurant chains, trading, security tokens, many other things. So let's have a look at what we really have. Okay, we've got a global investment portfolio that is skyrocketing in value, right? We've got a security token which is wrapped around that portfolio. So there is actually real world assets backing our token. Just for holding the token, we earn 3 different ways passively. So we've got an ongoing, increasing passive income that we'll be able to will on to our children and them to theirs. Is that not what everybody is looking for? Absolutely. Let's for a moment talk about the US dollar. Back in the Australian dollar, the British pound, wherever you are in the world, it's all the same, okay? Back in 1971, the US government got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, okay? They, at that point, could exchange their currency, the money they were printing, for gold at the bank. They were printing more money than the gold they had, and people realized this and did a run on the banks. They had to remove the connection between gold and currency, okay? Now, they said it was temporary. Now, that was 50 years ago, guys. Temporary in my backside. Now, that allowed banks and governments to conjure money up out of thin air, and they've been doing so in the trillions. Banks don't lend money, they create it and then lend it to you and charge you fees, interest and charges for the privilege. And if you default, they get the land. How's that fair? It's the biggest rort in history, okay? Now, back before that, you could actually exchange your currency for gold. Now, gold is a brilliant store of value. You could have bought a chariot with a bar of gold back in the Roman days, and today you can buy a car. This is why banks and governments hate it, because they can't print it, okay? Now, example, if we had these 4 shiny bars of gold sitting on your kitchen bench, apart from going, yay, is there any way you could produce 20 bars of gold from that of the same size without digging it up in your garden or buying it? You can't, because it's a finite amount of a precious metal. Now, on the other side of the fence, we literally can produce 20 bars of gold because we own several gold mines. All right. So the point being, the price of gold will increase over time, and we're seeing that now. But the value of our portfolio, because we've got gold mines, will expand exponentially because of that. I hope you understand that. And not only that, all of the other investments within our portfolio. So let's have a bit of a deeper dive into what we've got our hands on. First of all, we've got the venture capital segment where we've got the transport and the basalt. Let's have a very quick look at the transport technology. It's, it's the Skyway trains. And just to let you know, I've been to Belarus, I've ridden on the trains. It was a model similar to this one. There's me in Belarus standing next to the high-speed train, and I actually got to visit the production facility as well, where they're actually making the ones they're putting in Dubai. So very exciting. The next one I want to spend a bit more time with is Basalt Technology. We are 50% owners in a company called Innovative Basalt Technology. Now, basalt is a fiber that's derived from melting down volcanic rock, kind of like carbon fiber. There's got many applications. You can make textiles out of it in the chemical and metallurgical industries. You can 3D print outdoor furniture, and it's got applications in space, aeronautical and automotive technology. And we're already negotiating with Boeing and BMW. How cool is that? Now, this one here I'm going to expand on because I understand how much magnitude this has got. If you look around, most of the time, 99% of the time, you'll see concrete within eyeshot, unless you're standing in the middle of a forest somewhere, okay? Inside concrete is steel reinforcement bars. Now, they are heavy, they are difficult to handle on site, they are expensive, and they corrode, which gives concrete a lifespan. Now, with our basalt technology, we can manufacture reinforcement bars that are lighter, stronger, cheaper, and don't corrode. Do you think we're going to get a major marketplace transferal there? And look, this industry, the construction industry, is a quadrillion-dollar industry, right? We will make a bucket load of money out of that. Now, if that doesn't get you excited, we're also in the precious metals, gold. We have 4 gold mines already: Ural Gold in Europe and Russia, Ghana, Tanzania, and the Congo. And we are negotiating another couple of gold mines in Australia. Now, the Ural Gold is already producing. How cool is that? We also trade in gold as well. Now, we're also in the financial segment, all right? UG Pay, we have our own payment system, and that's going to open in the next 3 or 4 days. We've got investment holdings that have got banking licenses and brokerage houses and things like that. Really, really exciting. And you'll see all of this start to roll out in the very, very near future. Very exciting. The next one, stock market. We're invested in the US, Russian, Australian, and Indian stock markets so far, and we are expanding further. Many of the companies you'll know, guys. We have a lot of initial public offerings and mutual funds, or PIPs, as they're short for. Very exciting. There will be a lot of dividend income from that. Now, we're also on the blockchain. We have our own blockchain that we've developed, guys. You can go to cryptounit.cc, click on blockchain, and see it in action. All right, we've got, we still do a little bit of trading in the background, just testing all different systems, and we've got the security token offering in the World Crew that's going to go live in 3 days and a few hours. Very exciting as well. We also have equity in different businesses. Right, we had 5% equity in Sushi Master, which is a Japanese cuisine restaurant, and we have 39 franchises of that. Now, what we're doing with these Sushi Masters, we're actually having a bit of a brand change to Edu Cafe, and they will be popping up all around the world because they are our franchise now, and they will be available for us to open up. I've got one picked out on the main street here. And Ugain is a loyalty cashback program that is second to none. That will sweep the globe. Very exciting. So the other one that I really want to make special mention of is digital doubles. Who knows how much Facebook, Google, Instagram, Twitter are worth, because they are information gathering systems disguised as social media platforms. We have our own that gathers information or mines data from different social, right, piggybacking off Facebook and LinkedIn and all the others. This company here, we are 50% owners in our portfolio, and it just got valued at $7 billion, and we're just getting started with it, guys. Very exciting. Now, we're also in the movie making business. This is Dragon Man. We met him in India. That movie is all but complete. We are targeting the Indian and Chinese marketplaces. Where do half the people on the planet live? Absolutely, in those 2 countries. And Dragon Man won't be our last superhero. Think Marvel, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, okay? That kind of business model. Very exciting. We're also in real estate. We've got land in the Crimea on the Black Sea. There's the Google map of it that Andre showed us, and that's the hotel we're going to build on it. We've also got land in Phuket, Thailand. We're going to have luxury villas in a 5-star resort. Very exciting. We're also in gemstones, okay? We don't mine diamonds yet. We grow them mechanically, extremely high quality. And we've got many markets. You've got the manufacturing market, mining, you know, the diamond head drill bits, and obviously jewelry. And we can make them in several colors as well. Andre has a vision of having a chain of jewelry stores around the world as well, where you can learn to cut your own diamonds. How cool is that? Right, a few of the initial public offerings. Revolve is a fashion company in LA, and CrowdStrike is an antivirus software for businesses. We invested in both of these, doubled our money in 30 days and onwards and upwards from there. Fiverr, I've been using these guys for years, all right, and now we're part owners. And Chewy, now this is who I thought it was because I never heard of them before, but apparently they are a pet supply store large in America. Now, they wanted to expand globally. The banks wouldn't give them the money. Who's heard of the company, the TV show Shark Tank, right? Where people come along and pitch their products and services in the hope of getting an investment in exchange for equity ownership in the company, all right? We are like the sharks. In fact, we've got departments setting up all around the globe to review hundreds of businesses. I know in Australia alone, we've got a backlog of about, I think it's 600 or 700 businesses that we've got to look at, okay? So we get to pick, here's an Australian saying, we get to pick the bones out of that. We get to pick the best investments, both for capital growth and ongoing revenue. Very, very exciting. Now it's funny, I got a video, a photograph of an ad on the television in Australia with Chewy on it. How cool is that? So they're already starting to expand globally. A few other companies, Adaptive Technologies, Change Healthcare, The Real, Medallia, Health Catalyst, and Live On Go, just to name a few. Now, guys, all of that was co-ownership, right? And you wonder why people get excited about it. Now, all you need to do is participate in the education and you get that as a bonus, all right? Now, the third pillar in the new economic evolution of the world is business. Now, for you to gain your freedom, for you to go like I did from stone broke to financial freedom, you'll need to embrace all three. So let's have a look at the business side. Now, you can actually earn your financial freedom passively by accumulating ownership and sitting there and wait for it to grow in value and size. And it will, and you will make money. It'll just take time. You're not going to magically buy $100 pack and be financially free or have your credit cards paid off next month, right? It's going to take time. But if you want faster results, you can actually share this life-changing opportunity with others, actually helping them, give them the opportunity you've got to start earning some passive incomes in their life. And for doing so, you'll earn commissions and bonus ownership. Now, guys, the more people you share it with, the bigger that will be. All right, very exciting. Now, let me quickly share 3 secrets of the new economic evolution of the world with you. You can fast track your knowledge and mindset to that of the super wealthy. You can actually earn while you learn. You can jumpstart your portfolio by tapping into our crypto unit program while you're learning to invest in your own right. And you can learn how to compound your efforts significantly by helping others on their path to their freedom while you're generating your own. Now, this combination can only be done with the new economic evolution of the world within EVORICH, okay? So it's very easy to get started. Just grab the link from the person who has invited you and fill in your details. We've got lots of news, training, and support to help you, whether you just want to share it with a couple of people along the way or build it like the actual real business it is. We want you to become a professional investor, both inside and outside of what we've got our hands on here. We want you to create multiple massive passive income streams so that we can help others reach their financial freedom while we're reaching ours. So we can start doing what we love and follow our passion. I mean, what we're really doing, guys, after we get through our initial needs, you know, to cover the credit card payments and the mortgage payments and pay off the cards, to get a better car, to pay for the kids' education, all of the things we need. Once you get through that and reached the freedom you desire, we then work about building a legacy for our family. Imagine being the one generations to come that your family talk about as the person that set this up all those years ago to allow them, they have the lifestyle they have. So that's what we've got our hands on, guys, because this is rigged to last for generations. So that officially ends the presentation. What we'll actually do is stop sharing the screen and open it up for questions and answers. All right. Glad to see a whole bunch of people jumped on the call during that. Fantastic to see. So what I generally do is I always answer the one question everyone wants to know, and is too shy to ask when they're first on this call. All right. We understand there's a lot to take in. Just let me move the camera over. We understand that there's a lot to take in. All right, but let me try and summarize it for those who are looking at this for the first time. Okay, we are the Academy of a Private Investor. We are evolving or doing a brand change into EVORICH right now. It's called Evolution to Riches. What a brilliant name, because that's what we help people do. Okay, we sell financial literacy education, right? How to make money, how to multiply it, create wealth and keep it, and all the really cool stuff that goes around that. Foundations, trusts, tax minimalisation, investing, and how to manage money and all that kind of stuff that they intentionally don't teach us at school, all right? Inside that, we've got our closed crypto unit club that you pay a $10 membership to be involved in, okay? From there, when you participate in the education, you get bonus ownership in the global investment portfolio. You can earn passively and actively from that, which are the two ways you earn. Passively, you just accumulate some ownership and sit and wait. Twiddle your thumbs, okay? It will grow and you will make money, all right? But it's not fast. I mean, it's faster than most things I've seen, but you know, you're not going to pay $100 and have your credit cards paid off. If you want faster results, share this. Look at all the people in the room. That's what we're doing. Okay. When you share this, you earn commissions and bonus ownership. The more you do it, the more money you make. There's the compensation plan right there. The more people you share with, the more money you make. Okay. And it is a multi-level crowd investing structure. So if you do share it and you build teams, then obviously you get residual income from that as well. So what we'll do, guys, is allow people to unmute themselves. Where are we? There we are. So you should be able to unmute now. Feel free to unmute, come on out and ask your questions, or type it in the chat if you're shy. All right.
Andrew.
Peter, yes. How you going, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very well.
Okay.
I'm excited.
So I have a bunch of my people on right now.
Awesome.
Let me just ask a couple questions. So first and foremost, first off, great job, great presentation. Secondly, basically, when we are talking about this opportunity, and I just wanted to ask you this from a perspective of you, yeah? And the perspective of you is, as someone who's done so many of these presentations, right? What if we had a marketing material that was an interactive presentation where no one had to actually, you could do the presentations, but you wouldn't have to do it 6 days a week, because you'd have something that would literally do it for you.
In like an evergreen webinar or something, yeah. We're looking into stuff like that, but yeah, it would be very powerful because it allows people to point people to information, real time. But well, you can't deny that the power of these live ones, mate, as well. So you need to have some kind of combination between the two, I would say.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Okay, so
but
besides
maybe not
that,
as often.
Right. So besides that, if you could touch on briefly, because there's some people here that are either A, new, or B, that have not really actually gotten into the aspect of building, but are curious about doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say somebody just came in as an agent, not as a partner, but as an agent.
Yeah.
What is the compensation that they would be making as an agent for the levels?
They start out, I think as an agent, you earn down to 4 levels. I think it's, and the EVORICH compensation plan is a little bit more actually. It's 8% on the first level, 8% on the second level, which used to be 7%. Then it's 5% and 4% on the first 4 levels. But if you increase your rank to consultant, you actually earn down to infinite depth. And that's as little as 12 people, right, structured correctly. So those 2 ranks, agent, where you've found 2 people, and consultant, are the consultant's our core rank. Once you get to that, you've got a level of leadership and a bit of an ongoing income from that that you can learn to develop. So after that, you can earn down to infinite depth. I mean, I've had commissions down to level 27 that I've seen. It could be deeper if I go and look hard enough. So very exciting, very lucrative. So I hope that answers that one, Pete.
Yep. One last question. And
Yep.
also, so there are many people here that are re-engaging, right?
Yep.
So, and there are other people here that are new, that well, maybe they've been here for a little while, now they're tapping back in, just in general. Not my
A lot of
group, just
people
in
are.
general. Yep. So look, I mean, honestly, one of the main reasons why I came back was because of the STO prevalence, because that's so huge for the United States, and that'll bring in so many United States investors.
Yep.
At any rate, so if people are holding crew right now, what is your so now they're able to stake crew until when?
Look, in 3 days' time, all the stakings of the crypto unit, which is our pre-STO token, all right, or unit, they call it, they can actually stake it for now, and they'll be automatically cancelled in 2 or 3 days' time, all right? But you may well get paid a month of the staking, because they'll pay the month that you're in. So you can do that. Once we move over to the blockchain, all of the existing stakings. Now, for those new on the call, staking is where you get your tokens and put them down or lock them down like a term deposit in the bank, right? You lock them away and you get paid a percentage per month, okay? So at the moment you can do that, and they'll be cancelled in 2 or 3 days' time. Then all of our tokens will be moved onto the blockchain, and then you'll have the option to restake them. But once we're on the blockchain, if you stake them for 2 years, they're locked for 2 years. So I would suggest just hang back and make sure you know all the information before you go and do that. Okay, we will be running information sessions and so forth, so that you understand the consequences of what you do, both good and bad. Okay, not that there's many bad ones.
That's the other one to touch on. If you have a certain amount of block tokens that you want to stake for WCRU, what is the advantage of holding it for a year? Sorry, of holding it for a year. And what is the disadvantage of holding it more than a year?
Right. Just let me, I've done a video on this that explains everything. Okay. I'll just grab it from my channel so that you can grab this and share it around or watch it yourself. But I will answer that in a moment. I'll just all right. Copy link address. Let's come back here. Right, this is the video of it explains the tokens and what's coming. Okay, but with the units that we've got right now that we've been accumulating for the last 18 months, right? When we go onto the blockchain, they'll move across and they'll still be the crypto units, but now we're on the blockchain. We've got the securitized world crew token. That's where all the assets will be under. Now the blocked ones of these you can transfer into the world crew. And at that point, you've got then a 12-month waiting period for them to start unblocking. But with the world crew, you can actually stake them and earn our utility token, the UNTB. So they aren't just sitting there doing nothing, you're earning from them. And you still get the loyalty bonuses and dividends when they're paid. All right. So does that answer that one, Pete?
Yep.
Awesome. So we've got a few questions in the chat we need to catch up on. What's the difference between world crew and crew? All right. The crew, the CRU, is a unit that it's kind of like a pre-IPO token, all right, that we used all the way through up until we're going on the blockchain. Now, the world crew, the WCRU, is the securitized token backed by the SEC or regulated by the SEC, okay? This one officially isn't regulated. The world crew is going to have all the assets put under it. These ones will ultimately all be transferred over to world crew, but you don't need to do it immediately because some of us have got unblocked tokens. We need to keep some of them as a nest egg or an emergency fund, okay? I get right into all that in that video I just posted in the chat there. So TE, I hope that answers that one. What is the last day to buy crew? Someone look in the back office and tell me what the countdown says. Is it 2 days or 3 days and several hours? Who's logged into the back office?
It's 2 days and 18 hours.
There you go. That's the last time you can buy the crew packages. All right. Here's the thing, guys, and I want to get this out there. You can buy installment packages now and continue them on after we move over to the blockchain. All right, they will be the only ones that you can buy. You've got two and a half days to do it. Now, here's the beauty of that. Right now, I would suggest going for at least 1,000 up to the 10,000 pack. And here's why. The 1,000 pack you can pay off over 10 months at $100 a month. Those tokens, you get 5,000 tokens for $1,000. So they are effectively 20 cents each. So if you start that, you lock in that discount. So December, you'll pay 20 cents each. The price is likely going to be 50 cents. And then next year, as you're going through, right, September, October, when you're paying off your last payments of this payment plan at 20 cents, the value of our token could be 10 bucks. Disclaimer, I'm guessing there, all right? But there is a plan to have it get up into those kind of regions. So who would think it's smart to pay 20 cents for something that's worth 10 bucks? Like everyone should be putting their hands up right now, okay? So that's the power of buying these packages. Now, if you go for the $4,000 pack, which is $400 a month, you get the tokens for basically 15 cents each. And if you go for the $10,000 pack, you can pay it off at $1,000 a month. You're getting them for about 13 cents. All right, 13 cents to $10 or $15, which we expect it to get to next year. Some think it's going to happen a lot earlier than others. All right, but we don't know. The market will determine the price. That's a fair old jump in value, isn't it? 13 cents to $15. It's over 100 times your money. So pretty smart move to go out and buy a package right now and pay it off over time. So, all right. TE, well, I've just answered that. The packages start at $50. There's a $250 pack, and then you go up to the $1,000 pack, the $4,000 and the $10,000. But those three would be the ones I'd look at, because the 250 pack, I think you're paying 25 cents a token pretty much. And the $50 pack, I think you're paying 30. All right. That's mainly designed for the third world countries so they can get in and do a $10 payment plan. So any other questions, guys? Silence. Oh no, there's another chap on there. Okay. Michael Hendricks is what percentages can be earned at each level? All right, level 1, 8%, level 2, 8%, new compensation plan, more money. 5, 4, 3%, and from level 6 and below, you get paid a percentage determined by your rank in the system. It'll start out at 2 or 3% for a consultant and go up to 11 to 12% for a president, 10 to 12% for a president. Okay, so hang on a second. So any other questions, guys? I've just got to quickly send someone a message that's hounding me. Said, all right, right. Where are we? There we are. No worries, David. Thank you. And can we buy the World Crew now? Good question. And the answer is no and yes. All right. You can buy, it's not a real definitive answer, but if you buy the crypto units now, when we move on to the blockchain in 2.5 days' time, you can just transfer them directly into World Crew. So yes, you can buy World Crew now, but you're buying them in the crypto unit that in 2.5 days' time, you can convert to World Crew and have it sitting there earning UNTB, all right, while you're waiting for them to unlock. Very smart move, guys. So I hope that answers that one in a roundabout kind of way. All right, now guys, the link for the exchange has been delayed a little. Relax, all right? You will need to wait for your sponsor only to send you the link. If you see a link out there on social media, it could be anything. It might not even be the link to our exchange. They might just be trying to get you to sign up for something. All right. So with the link for the exchange, wait for your sponsor to send it to you. Reach out to your sponsor and say, hey, I hope you're going to send me the link, and they'll confirm that they are. All right. There is situations where your sponsor may be AWOL. All right. Then you'll need to try and work it out with them, or reach out to them, or speak to their sponsor and say, hey, I haven't seen nor heard of this person forever. If they're not answering us, can you please send me your link? All right, and work it out that way. But always give the opportunity for the other ones to get in between. So guys, and here's the point. We can't use the exchange now anyway. All right, we've got to wait until after the blockchain's in and everyone's onto got their wallets, or most people have got their wallets on the blockchain and everything's set up before we can even open the exchange. So we're registering. You're not going to be able to use it for 2 or 3 weeks anyway, I would expect. So just relax on that one. Have I made my point abundantly clear? All right. DR has asked, crew to World Crew, is that a manual process or will that happen automatically? No, it is a manual process. You will get to select which crew you want to convert, how much you want to convert, so that, and you'll be able to see all of the different packages that you've purchased along the way. So you might say, I want to convert this over. I want to wait on that one for another 3 days because I expect some more unblocked tokens to come out. Once that's done, you might send that over, and you get to pick and choose. If you watch the update webinar with Maria Blockchain, I can't remember her last name now, I just call it Maria Blockchain. It went through all that. And yes, all the information will be put out there to help you understand what you'll need to do. Yeah, absolutely, Tracy, on that one. Just chill, guys. We are so close to it all hitting that we don't need to be jumping up and down. It's all happening very, very, very soon. So awesome. Do I have the link to the Maria blockchain video? It will be on the new, I think it's called NEEW EVORICH site, the English one. So the channel, I would have to try and dig it out unless someone else can do that while I'm answering questions. And look, there may be another update webinar on the weekend. I haven't looked at what Saturday night's meeting's going to be or Saturday morning's meeting's going to be. There'll be something to do with that, I expect. All right, and some kind of training. They're starting to run trainings on Friday nights now as well, or Friday mornings for the States. So, Carl, how much is it to join? When you join, you can join for free. Then you'll need to become a crypto unit club member, which costs $10. All right, that's pretty much you have to spend $10, right? Because that allows you to then be involved in the crypto unit program. From there, then you can select an education package that comes with tokens. All right. They range from $50 up to 10 grand, but you know, if you want to spend more than that, just buy multiple 10 grand packs. I've got 2 copies of Think and Grow Rich. You know, it's like a book. You can have more copies of it than one. All right. So awesome. We answered that one. No, TE, you can transfer any crew to World Crew straight away. All right, but make sure that you jump on one of our information sessions to understand what you're doing before you do it. Because when it's on the blockchain, you can't undo it. All right, so I would be transferring most, if not all of my blocked crypto units into World Crew straight away. All right, I might, you know, it depends. If there's 50,000 unblocked crew coming out in 2 days, I might hold back on one of the packages and then transfer it. So thank you, Tracy, for finding the EVORICH channel. Go look on that for Maria Blockchain's video. Serena, you've got your hand up to ask a question.
Yes, Andrew. What about the people? I had quite a few people that maybe they joined with $100, haven't really done anything since. Do they also need to be a part of the VIP club? Because most of them don't have $10
right
left.
In that, there. I guess once you've bought the first payment of the VIP club, right, that tab opens up, right? In theory, after that, you don't have to be a VIP member unless you want to be involved in other things. And as you're clicking around and you want to be involved in the next project, the digital doubles, or the Ugain, or the basalt when it comes out, or the gold mines when it comes out, or you want to do anything in the back office, it'll say you need to be a VIP member to do that. All right. So in theory, you don't have to, but I would suggest most people would just want to be a VIP member unless they are absolutely strapped for cash and can't afford $10. And in which case, I would suggest they go and share this with some people and earn some commissions. It's such a high strike rate, guys. We're SEC verified. We're backed by real world assets. Everybody makes money and nobody ever quits. I mean, that's a no-brainer in any language, right? So I would suggest, hey, come back and have a look at what we've got because we might be able to make some cash out of this. And the hardest thing, guys, is overcoming your fear to actually invite someone to look at a video. And that's all you really have to do. And follow up and say, hey, what'd you like? What do you like best? That's it. If you can learn to invite and ask them what they like best, you could build an empire. Your invite will get better with time in practice, right? Your follow-up will get better with time and practice. But the selling, leave that to somebody else, whether it's me or Andrew Hawkes or someone else doing a presentation. It doesn't matter as long as it's not you. All right, why? Because if you try and explain it, you will lose people immediately, because they'll think they have to explain it, and you'll get the "I'm not a salesman" objection every time. All right, don't sell this, guys. Let someone else do it. All right, just invite people to look at some information. All right, and if they start asking questions, put your hands up like this, rock from side to side, and say, "I'm just getting started. I couldn't even try and explain it." All right, do the happy dance. Like nah, I'm not telling you. All right, so but it's all you need to do. I'm just getting started. I couldn't even try and explain it. Seriously, but man, I'm so excited about this. If you can't get on the live call, shh, we don't normally do this, but I have a recording. You make people feel special and flick them a video. That's just on YouTube anyway. But people, you know, you're raising curiosity. That's what you've got to do. All right. Will more packages be available? Look, we've added more 1,000 packs several times, right? Yes, they will add more packages as required up until a point. So I would absolutely get in there and grab a payment plan, guys. Unless you've got way more than enough tokens, and I don't know if there is such a thing. All right, if you're still building up, the more you've got, the bigger your income moving forward. All right, and the closer to freedom you are. I can only stake unlocked crew. I only need to be a VIP the month I stake. Look, guys, here's my thinking on the VIP club. All right, I don't know about you, but I see this business as mine. Right, I'm a part owner in it, and businesses thrive on cash flow. Right, I want to do my bit. Now my monthly VIP payment is $100. It's not $10 because I'm a higher rank. I don't even question paying that. I believe everyone, if you believe this is your company moving forward, just pay the VIP club. All right. And if you're, I want to flip the mindset around. Instead of working out how to try and save money by not paying it, why don't you pay it and learn how to make more money? Because you'll probably make more money by doing something, you know, or learning how to do it than saving $10. It's not going to make a lot of difference. All right. Now, for those, please don't be offended like that, because that was my mindset before I started changing it. All right. I'll tell you a story. Back before I really took off on this, I was broke. I had nothing. All right. I'd spiraled out of control, and I was camped in Dad's back room, right? Because I couldn't afford to live anywhere else. Dad had to go to a meeting somewhere, so I had to take Mum out for a coffee. Dad gave me $50 to buy her a coffee because I didn't even have that. And by the time I got out the car, got Mum out the car, and went to that $50 had fallen out of my pocket and blown away. All right, that's how much I was repelling money because of my mindset. Now I'm the guy that walks along and goes, "Oh, look, $50," and puts it in my pocket. All right, because it's a thinking difference. It's a mind shift. Money comes easily these days because you think it does. You believe it will. All right, so sorry to go off on a bit of a personal development rant there, but everything changes when you fix your mindset. Start thinking positive. All right, and it's so true, the law of attraction and all that. So if anyone's been doing the 7-day challenge with Eric Worre, that should be making some results. And I've had stories back already from people who have been getting results from implementing that as well. Now, in other words, TE, that video that I posted up there earlier about what's to come, watch that. I explain everything in detail. Will What's my prediction about institutional money and impact on racing up the value of the units? Well, Leroy, Andre's usually got a few tricks up his sleeve. All right. I believe that a lot of institutional money will arrive. One, from people that we've got organised, the bigger dollars are coming because we're SEC verified. But here's something I want to share with you. Who's heard of a site called CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, where it lists off all the different cryptocurrencies? All right. And it talks about Bitcoin. All right. Bitcoin's capitalization is about $325 billion. Right. Then you've got Ethereum, which is sitting on about, I think it's 50 billion. Then you've got Tether, all right, US dollar Tether, and then you've got Ripple, which has got a capitalization of about 13 billion. Now we're about to go on the market. We've got about 30 billion circulating tokens in the world crew. They are going to start at about 20 cents and increase from there. 30 billion times 20 cents is $6 billion capitalization. We're going to land on CoinMarketCap in spot 5. Do you think we're going to need to get word out there, or we're going to get a whole lot of buzz, or all the crypto unit, or all the crypto YouTubers and everyone else going to start saying, who's this world crew? What is it? Holy cow, it's backed by real world assets, right? It's going to go off, guys. Now, can I give you a prediction? And that's all it would be, right? That we will go up the stages. Now, we got shown, and it's been said before, that there are stages when we go onto the market, right? Stages starting at, say, 50 cents or 35 cents at the start, 50 cents, and off we go. Now, the quicker we sell each stage, because it's a number of tokens at each stage, right? The quicker we sell each stage out, the quicker the stages move and the faster the price goes up. So we have a lot of that in our own hands. We can help increase volume by bringing more numbers or more money to the table. The quicker we do it, the faster the price will rise. Why do you think that we're promoting to go out there and share? Why do you think Andre wants 10 million people? That will drive the price up through the roof. And that's a little bit of our job as well. So hopefully that answers that one, Leroy. Ron's okay, Randy. What will be the next one? Thanks, Andrew. Look, guys, we've got so many projects on the go right now. We've got the World Crew launching. We've got Ugain launching. We're expanding on the digital doubles launch. There'll be new projects through that. So there's plenty right there. What I think will happen, guys, is they'll let the dust settle, make everything run smooth. We'll be selling our World Crew, and then they'll open a new project. Now, it's probably going to be one of two. I don't know. I'm not privy to that information. But there's been hints put out there that will either be a basalt STO or a gold extraction facility STO, right? Or both, who knows? But guys, we've got 20 odd projects in the stables ready to let loose, okay? And each one will be a separate passive income stream. All right, so I don't know about, can we have some cameras on? We've got about 2 people with cameras on. It feels like I'm talking to a brick wall. All right, thank you, guys. Here's the thing, guys. This is like a freight train heading to financial freedom, and there are a number of stops, and every stop is another income stream. The sooner you get on the train, the more income streams you got, and the faster you get to financial freedom. Get on board. All right, we're going there anyway. You can get on at station 2 or 3 or 5. It doesn't matter. We're still going to financial freedom, but you might miss out on an extra income stream if you delay. All right. So that, you know, Randy, they're the options, but let's do this. Let's milk every last drop out of the crypto unit program. because that's what will get you to your freedom. The next project will be the one that creates insane wealth. Okay? If you could turn back time and buy an $8,000 pack in the crypto unit program, who would? It came with 5 million tokens, or just under 5 million tokens. All right. I was privileged enough to get one of those, and I think Tracy was too, and several others in the room actually got an 8,000 pack in stage 1. I got mine clean out of commissions. Didn't have to pull it out of my pocket because I had a team. Right. With all of those people that would go turn back time, all right, here's another thing. That was a dream back then. It was a vision. Now we're SEC verified. We've got a track record. What do you think the $10,000 packs in Basalt program, when they launch, who'd buy one of them without even thinking about it, right? So if you've got a team and you've got multiple people spending $10,000 a pop, what do you think your back office bonus account's going to look like? Pretty healthy, right? All right, I know when we were running around selling those gold coins for $8,000, all right, we had 37 people in my team buy them that day. All right, that's 37 $8,000 packs. I went, not to brag, but it was $11,800 that day. So there's what's possible, guys. All right, US for the Aussies. So is it worth sharing it with a few people? You decide. I know what I'm doing. All right. Okay.
Too, Andrew.
Sorry, Tracy.
Another thing too, for new people that are starting up,
Yep.
instead of waiting for the next project to come on board, once we are on the exchange, we've still got digital doubles that they can get involved in and start making money and selling that to people and making commissions off that. So there's already a project. It's not as great as a token and all of that, but it's a great way to get started, and you can get your kids involved.
Do you realise, I don't know if you realise that after 2 days and 18 hours, you won't be able to buy the crypto unit anymore, but at the same time, you'll be able to buy packages in the World Crew token through the UG Pay tab. Did you not know that?
I knew that.
Yeah. So that project is effectively moving forward, and you've got other ones coming in as well. So it's just way exciting.
Multiple streams.
Yep, literally multiple streams. And guys, wring out what you can out of this crypto unit program. And then when other projects come along, then be involved in them. Don't wait for them, and you're dead right. And guys, if you've got a team when a new project launches, you're going to have a healthy payday. All right, a healthy payday. Because you imagine, if you had a team of 50 people and 37 of those bought a $10,000 pack, how much are you going to earn? We did a big hint just before. All right, guys, we've been on for over an hour now. Great call, great questions, and good to see so many people coming out and so many new faces. It's very exciting. So on that, guys, the next opportunity meeting will be on Sunday night. And what I'll do with this meeting is I will put it up on my YouTube channel with the Q&A, and then I'll do a chop the Q&A off and put the video itself on. So there'll be 2 copies of this meeting, one short and one full version with all the Q&A, because if you want that. So moving forward, guys, check your back office to make sure that you're not going to miss any meetings or updates or anything like that. You should log in every day and check the news feed, and just keep your ear to the ground, guys, because this is all about to come break loose. So on that, everyone be awesome. Who's excited about what's coming? Unmute and give us a woohoo. Absolutely. Everyone, be awesome. Catch you. Good night.
Oh, wow.